Chapter 6 The Whale's Eye. The rowboat tossed from side to side. The waves were huge. Salty spray stung Jack's eyes. He felt seasick. "Hold her steady," shouted Captain Bones. He pointed at the sea. "Or we'll be meat for those evils brute." Dark fins cut through the water. Sharks. When zoomed right by the boat, Jack could have reached out and touched it. He shuddered. Soon the rowboat pulled alongside the ship. The air was filled with wild fiddle music and bagpipe playing, and Jack heard jeers, shouts, and ugly laughter. "Hoist them aboard," Captain Bones shouted to his men. Annie and Jack were hauled on the deck. The ship creaked and moaned. It whirled from side to side. Ropes flapped and snapped in the wild wind. Everywhere they looked, Jack and Annie saw pilots. Some were dancing, some were drinking, many were fighting with swords or with their fists. "Look him in my cabin," Captain Bones ordered. The couple of pilots grabbed Jack and Annie and threw them in the ship's cabin, then locked the door. The air inside the cabin was damp and so sour-smelling. A sharp-up gray light came through a small round window. "Old man," said Jack, "we've got to figure out how to get back to the island so we can get into the tree house and go home," said Annie. "Right," Jack said. He felt tired. "How would they ever get out of this mess? We better examine the book," he said. He reached into his pack and pulled out the pilot's book. He flipped through the pages. He looked for information to help them. "Look," he said. He found a picture of a pilot boring in treasure chest. "This might help." Together they read the word under the pilot. Captain Kidd was a famous pirate. It is said that he buried a treasure chest on the deserted island. The chest was filled with gold and jewels. "Captain Kidd?" said Jack. "Some that kid that Bones keeps talking about," said Annie. "Right," said Jack. Annie looked out the round window. "And the Captain Kidd's treasure is buried somewhere on the island," she said. Jack took out his notebook and pencil. He wrote, "Captain Kidd's treasure on island." "Jack," said Annie. Wait a minute," he said. "I'm thinking. Guess what I see," said Annie. "What?" Jack asked. He looked back at book. "A whale." "Neat," he said. Then he looked up. "A whale? Did you say a whale?" "A whale. A huge whale as big as a football field." Jack jumped up and looked out the window with her. "Where?" Jack asked. All he could see was the island and the stormy waves and shark fins. "There," said Annie. "Where?" "There." The island is shaped like a giant whale. "Oh man," whispered Jack. Now he could see it. "See the whale's back?" said Annie. "Yep." The slope of the island looked like the back of a whale. "See his spout?" said Annie. "Yep." The palm tree that held the tree house looked like a spout of the whale. "See his eye?" said Annie. "Yep." A big black rock looked like the eyes of the whale. "The gold does lie beneath the whale's eye," whispered Jack. "Wow."